Yeah.
Roll D8.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Big money, big money.
Nice.
good.
Not
Right.
bad.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
Average.
Esoteric
Yeah.
theories.
Yep.
You have discovered.
Yeah.
I think.
I will be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm just reading over the esoteric theories. I'm gonna replace one of them.
Is that your self-class stuff, or is that your class thing?
Class.
It's a class thing that he gets every few levels. He learns a few additional, like, techniques, essentially. Would you guys be opposed to a fifth player?
Yeah, I'm all game
No.
for that.
Yeah. No,
There's
I'm fine with it.
certain community psychopath who is interested in creating the dumbest possible character she can.
Oh.
Jeez, you're so cryptic. I have no idea who that would be. Yeah, if she's up to it,
Who is
like
it?
Meg.
Docs Meg, yeah, she's the one who's listed as the chief executive officer in the server.
Got it.
Characters are always crazy.
They're beyond creative. I will give her credit for that, but she always finds a way to cripple herself.
Yeah.
Like her current character in our long-running campaign. What is it? She gets the penalty to intelligence. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. There's a feature in the class she chose that lets her add her intellect to her dexterity mod. So naturally, she made her intellect a negative number, or below 10.
So she actually gets a reduction.
And we're using D&D Beyond for that one, and D&D Beyond did basically must not have figured that anyone would ever be stupid enough to do that. So it calculates it wrong in D&D Beyond.
An add to 1 instead of minus a 1. Yeah.
Because it's like, why would you ever?
Hilarious. Oh, I don't know which one to take. I mean, cosmetic surgery sounds cool, but there's so many useful ones like vital signs or virulence.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's playing at least part barbarian that has she's down a level compared to the rest of them, but she has less HP than our sorcerer.
She also doesn't speak English. Common, I should say.
I think I remember you guys telling me about that.
Yeah, she speaks Thrykeen, and I think she
Sign
speaks
language.
common sign language, and then one other language. But it essentially the thought process was that it comes out as clicks and purrs because she's a cat-like character.
Ah,
She's a cat
okay.
fox.
That's kind of genius. I like that.
I mean, like I said, she's super fucking creative. But
Okay. If I take the esoteric theory inoculation, it says you have resistance to necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum can't be reduced. In addition, you are immune to diseases. Does this include that of the haze?
no, it does not include contamination.
Damn it. Let's strictly say contamination then, right?
It would say contamination. Yep.
What
Okay.
type of damage have the husks been doing to us?
It's
Uh,
necrotic,
slashing.
isn't it?
Necrotic.
Physical and necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah, when they blow up, it's necrotic, isn't it? Yeah,
Mhm.
with the possibility of contamination. Yeah.
The hit point maximum thing
That's
might come in clutch because
Yeah.
I have a feeling these things are gonna, at some point,
Well, yeah, and then
do the thing where they can lower your hit point maximum.
yeah,
It would make sense if contamination creatures did that, because some of the I've ran into. What are those damn things you nearly killed us with the Fandelver campaign?
Shadows.
Straight. Oh, it was like the sprites. No, they were like little bat things.
Oh, the Sturges.
Sturges.
Yeah, people don't realize how deadly Sturges are at low level.
Yeah. I think my hit point maximum debt was barely in double digits at the end of that fight.
What is it? Oh, okay. Precise application. You cast a spell that deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage to other creatures you can see. You can choose the number of them equal to your intelligence modifier. Chosen creatures automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage if they normally take half damage on a successful save. Cool.
yeah. That means you can. Yeah, we got a couple of us. To be honest, everyone else in the party might be up front, so that might be really useful if we're all up front and you want to hit them with a big AoE spell.
Okay, so I replaced one of my esoteric theories with petrification, and that states your apothecary spells and abilities ignore undead creatures' resistance to immunity to poison damage and immunity to poison condition. So I can at least poison these undead fucks if they're undead.
Yeah. I think they are. I don't know what else they would classify as.
Ooh, okay, I got some new spells: Acid Arrow and Stinking Cloud.
Oh, Stinking Cloud. That can be a good one.
It was me the other night.
Ooh,
Fucking chili dogs.
Stinking Cloud with an entangle.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That
That's nice.
would fuck some. There'd be some nice combos with that.
Acid Arrow can be some. Acid Arrow can be. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Yeah. Also, Acid Arrow at low levels can be surprisingly good. I have it in our long running campaign. I haven't used it in a while, but like when we were like, I want to say like level 3, I just like rolled a crit on it and melted some guy.
Oh yeah, it sounds pretty good. It takes 4d4 acid damage immediately, and then 2d4 acid damage at the end of the next turn.
Yeah. So it doesn't really keep off at high level, but at the level we're at, it's really good.
I don't. Can you change out spells as you level up, or is?
I think he does get the option.
I just leveled up and it gave me 2 new spells, so I mean I don't.
I think you have the option to Yes. If you look under your apothecary magic, elementary reformulation, whenever you finish a long rest and look through your formula book, you can replace one apothecary cantrip with, with another cantrip from the apothecary spell list.
I'm pretty confident with this with the cantrips I have.
Do you have all your spells prepared? You should have 5 spells now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that's
looks
something
like-
I can do too. Is I can replace my cantrips from my elven. It's an elven feature.
Yeah, it looks like you've got all your spells. No, you don't. You only have 3 of 5 prepared spells.
Ooh, okay. I need to go and find the spell list for the apothecary then.
Yep.
That reminds me of something I could do. Okay. Yeah, when we finish different cantrip.
So if you go to the compendium packs tab on the right, at the top of that window, there's the compendium browser.
Yep.
And then on the left, click on the spellbook, and then you can toggle just apothecary spell list. And yes, there are duplicates because I had to import the spell list.
Okay, so I got over to the compendium and then open compendium browser.
Yeah, open compendium browser. On the window that pops up there, it's the third one from the bottom. Click on the spells tab. And then click on apothecary twice so that it's a green check mark. And that is your list of apothecary spells.
I'm doing this right. I just have the apothecary. It just says description, details, advancement.
What are you looking at?
So when I go to open compendium, it just says it gives me all the classes.
So you open the compendium. You've opened the compendium browser, right?
Yep.
Okay. On the left of that window, there's a bunch of tabs. Make sure you click on the spell book.
It just says has spellcasting, player's handbook, Sebastian Crow's guide to Drakkenheim.
Share your screen real quick.
You got it. Is it sharing?
Yep. No, you need to click on the spell book on the left. See all the tabs? Nope. Tabs. Further left. There you go. Third one from the bottom.
Got it.
Now where it says apothecary, click on it twice so that it's a green check mark. Or, yeah, green check mark is what you want. There you go. Those are all your spells. You can drag those onto your character sheet. And you can sort it by level, so you can just hide everything above what you got level 2 right now. So you can just type 2 in the level on the top there. The filters. No, no. On the right side, max level 2. 1 through 2, yeah. Because you don't need any extra cantrips.
Okay.
Be right back.
How did this get in here?
I do Player's Handbook 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I think that should be good now, right?
Let me double check. So you added Healing Word and Ocular Necrosis.
Yep.
You are good to go. 5 of 5.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much. I'll swear I'll get the hang of this.
No worries.
Oh, we forgot to tell you the most important thing that happened last session after you left.
Ooh,
Our
yes,
name
please
got
do.
changed on the vote to slightly less new guys.
Slightly less new guys. I love it.
That was my change.
It still has a little bit of a ring to it. It has a little extra.
I gotta come up with names every time we go out. Change our names.
Maybe one day we'll become those guys.
There you go. There's the next one.
Man, so many good second level spells I want to take.
Ooh, I could blind people now? That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Jasper Dupree's nasty, man. He's got a lot of poison and, like, venomous. I like it. He's trying to turn over a new leaf.
Jesus. Sorry.
I'm
Meg,
trying to turn over some new hands.
Yeah. Turn over the palm.
Meg just messaged me. She said,
Uh,
"You're lucky that you guys are doing source documents only, because if changelings were an option, I was 100% going to make one named Dax that was a wild magic sorcerer."
Fuck.
Dax. Uh,
She's gonna run out of vowels.
I mean, I'm surprised she hasn't created one named Dix yet, so...
I was just gonna say that. Like maybe
uh,
maybe next time I'll do a character and just name it Dix.
I am so sorry about that, guys.
You're good.
Our daughter is going through her growth spurt, and she's been unreasonable all day.
Oh, those are
Oh
fun.
man. Oh yeah.
So I might be in and out this session.
All good. The logic leaps are fun too.
Mm.
That's the
Oh, yeah, no,
Or,
she's like already seeing them. Like she'll like rude and like scream. Like she'll have her hunger cues. We'll put the bottle in her mouth, and then like, never mind, I'm done.
yeah. You know that perfectly made bottle you just made me that I cried for? I
Yep.
don't want it.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's been a great
It's the
day.
sleep regressions, man. Right when you think that they got like on a steady sleep schedule, they switch and they regress. For no
Yeah,
reason. No reason at all.
We're waiting for that one. She's actually been
That's it.
a decent sleeper.
We got lucky with the second one. We're real lucky.
Yeah, I think the mental leaps were the hardest. In all reality.
We learn the cognitive. They learn consciousness. Like, they just
Yeah, I
learn
mean,
so
because
much.
there's like, it's up until the point that they can start communicating. So, you know, you're 3, 4 years old at that point where they first start talking or like speaking in coherent sentences and stuff like that. And so when they can't express themselves and they're going through these new mental understandings in gymnastics and stuff like that, and they're like, it just frustrates the hell out of them. And you can't figure out what's going on. They can't figure out what's going on. It's a good time all around.
Am I still contaminated?
You are.
How do we get rid of that? I forgot.
Get to a high enough level.
yeah.
That's one
In
option.
game, we have no clue.
Right.
But like out of games, there's spells that can do it.
I'd imagine Jasper's kind of seething with this right now, using himself as his own kind of test subject for seeing.
So I described it as being somewhat subtle. This first level of contamination. What did I note? 'Cause I described it after you left. So right now it looks like if you've ever been cooking in the kitchen wearing short sleeves and you get like the little oil splatter marks, like the little red bumpy marks on your forearms, you've got that kind of throughout. These like little oil splatter looking burns on your forearms and your chest, and they're just subtly itchy. Not the type of like constantly want to be scratching, but like if everything's quiet, nothing's going on, you notice that like you itch a little. So that's where you're at. I don't know if it would be enough to kind of like raise it to that level of consciousness that you'd be like, you know, test tubing yourself, so to speak.
Okay.
But yeah, you know that there's something going on. You're not like, it's almost like that kind of like, I don't know if you're allergic to cats, but you hung out with a cat for too long and you just kind of like scritchy and scratchy. So yeah.
We wouldn't happen to have a cat walking around with us now, would we?
I mean, you could.
Oh, God, these bumps
not-
all over. We are in the tavern.
You are in your cottage at the moment, just waking up. So yeah, you settle in for the night, waking up feeling fresh and reinvigorated. Decent success in your trek through the outskirts of the city for the first time, despite some unexpected encounters and roadblocks. Nothing super crazy, but enough that, potentially on your way to developing a reputation in town as successful city delvers, if you will. The night wore on a little bit longer than normal, and so you find yourselves sleeping in, one, because you were out later than usual, and two, well, that's far later than usual is the norm for you guys. But then, yeah, you had a long, heavy day, a lot of physical exertion, and it kind of goes without saying that you take the advantage to sleep in a little bit this morning, and around 10 a.m. You find yourselves waking up to the sound of kind of a light rapping on your door. Nothing like abusive. No one's just no one's trying to slam down the door, but it's just a polite kind of neighborly knock.
Well, I'm not gonna answer it. I'm still looking for pups.
Rock lets out a snore.
I will get up and go to the door.
Okay. It is a polite knock. It is, however, persistent. There's the knock, 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 the wait, the knock, 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 the wait. Eventually, Ashwin makes his way to the door. You open the door, and standing in front of you is Ansom Lang, the lieutenant from the Hooded Lanterns. He's got a somewhat harried look to him, but he still takes the time to greet you politely. Good morning. Sorry to be
Morning.
a bother. Didn't mean to wake you up. How was your trip? I understand you made your way into the outskirts of Drakkenheim yesterday.
Yes, we did. And if you need proof of that, I have proof.
No, we have our own eyes within the city, so your presence was definitely well recorded. Successful venture, I hope.
Partially.
Good to hear. It's a safe trip home. You made it back all in one piece, it looks like, so that's more than some can say. So, but anyways, I sorry to be bothering you this morning, but I had a bit of a perhaps an opportunity for you, if you're open to it.
Well, we're looking, as it so happens, we are looking for more opportunities.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a personal request. This is not at the behest of the Hooded Lanterns. So, considering your successful venture yesterday, I was thinking that maybe we could work out a bit of a deal, and we could help each other.
Looks back at the group and makes sure that they don't have any like.
I just give a little nod.
Yeah, make sure they're not like freaking out. Okay.
I'm just in the background chasing the weasel, like trying to hunt down Pot. Like, I picture him trying to sound like super professional. In the background, Jasper just like, "Get back here, you damn bastard! Where you going?"
Yeah, we could probably use something to distract us.
Wonderful. He kind of like looks over his shoulder a little bit. Your street you're on is relatively quiet. You can still see the watchtower from where you're at, but do you mind if I step inside for a moment?
Yes. Let him step inside and close the door behind him.
He sits down. You don't have any furniture to speak of, so he finds a relatively clear spot on the floor amongst your sleeping rolls, your bed rolls, and as you all kind of gather around, he says, "Look, so as you know, I am a lieutenant in the Hooded Lanterns, along with my sister Petra. We were doing a supply run last night, about the same time that you guys were in the city yourself. Now, we had a bit of a hang-up. We were ambushed by some creatures known as ratlings. They managed to capture Petra and take her back to their hideout. Now, you have to understand the way we operate in the Hooded Lanterns. It's our survival doctrine, if you want to call it that, says that we don't risk lives on futile rescue attempts. And he kind of air quotes futile. So we all knew the dangers when we signed up. But you have to understand, this is my sister. The ratlings like to take prisoners, and they often keep them to have a fresh meal later on. Now, I've been ordered to essentially let her go. Supposedly comes with the territory that this kind of thing can happen, but I can't give up on my sister. And I'm positive she's still alive. I'm hoping, since I can't do a rescue mission, that I could potentially solicit you to track her down and bring her home.
Well, I mean, if I may, speaking on personal experience, I do believe you've come to the right group of individuals. We will not leave anybody behind. I have been blown up. I know it may not look like it, this beautiful face of mine, but I've been blown up more times than I'd like to admit, and they have brought me back countless times. So you have hired the right group of individuals, and I kind of pat whoever's sitting next to me, if anybody is.
Right. Yeah. Jasper, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Yes.
There is a small matter of my fee.
Your fee? Well, no, what would your fee be? I mean,
We'll talk about that later when we're not with company. Anyways, Ansel, what no offense, but we did experience the city. And if you saw, you have information on what we experienced the other day. Like it's not a guarantee we come out, we come back ourselves.
No,
we're taking a risk.
No, I understand, and I would 100% compensate you. He kind of pats his coin purse. He's like, I would pay you for your trouble. 250 gold pieces for the group. And while this is not a official Hooded Lanterns mission, I would absolutely put in a good word with you, for you, with the Lord Commander. Help you get your foot in the door, so to speak.
Do you happen to know a
take
girl?
the job. I just cut in.
This
Yeah.
guy always takes the first offer. He's just a
Well,
horrible negotiator.
Well, I mean, I was thinking maybe we could barter for some furniture and maybe spruce this place up a little bit, but we could do that
no.
on our own time.
No, but
Um,
we're taking it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, do you happen to know a girl named River?
He glances kind of quickly at Jasper and then back to you. Tiefling girl,
Yes.
right? Yes, I do know her. Not well. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, she stays at the Red Lion Hotel with some of her Amethyst Academy counterparts. Why do you ask?
Yeah. Just saying, like if we're exchanging good words, you know, be subtle, but like if we succeed, maybe drop this, when she's nearby or something. Just like make sure she hears about it.
Hey, have you heard of those guys?
No,
Yeah,
I understand. No, I'm not, deeply connected with the Amethyst Academy by any means, but were
It's
the
not a big
opportunity,
town, right?
were the
I mean,
well,
come
I'm
on.
exactly, but were the opportunity to present itself, I would certainly be willing to, spread the good word, so to speak.
Well, since Aldor is already kind of staked our name on this quest, I think you have a deal.
You just kind of see his shoulders slump in a little bit. He relaxes ever so slightly, as much as his kind of military bearing will allow him to. Excellent. Thank you. And he goes on to kind of reach back into his pack, and he pulls out a map of kind of like an overview map of the city. And he spreads it out on the floor, and he kind of points to this one section off to the western edge of the outskirts. And he says, "This here is used to be the Rat's Nest Tavern. It was destroyed during the meteor fall, but the ratlings are known to have been holed up there. I'm pretty certain this is where they will have taken my sister."
All right. What else do we know about it? Do you know what's the best way in? Do we know how many ratlings like to hang around this place?
I don't know exactly how many there are. They don't. So the building itself, the structure itself, was completely obliterated. It's basically just the foundation and some of the residual structure left behind. I scouted briefly with what time that I had, and there's signs everywhere that show that there's plenty of rattling activity. I would imagine that they've created some sort of burrow beneath the structure itself, and they're known to kind of run these raids and sort of guerrilla type warfare, and it would be an excellent position for them to do so. So that's why I believe that's where you'll find them. That's where you'll find my sister. I can't speak to numbers. It's not a very large building, and I can't imagine that they've built too expansive of a warren beneath it. So while you might find some
these ratlings, how easy was it per se? I mean, I knew they had the numbers on you, but what would you say is the preferred method of eliminating such vermin?
They're fond of surprise, so I would imagine using their own tactics against them would be your best bet.
Surprise, they're surprised.
Catch them where they sleep.
Where they sleep. That gives me an idea.
Maybe fake a nice appetizing.
And we
You know.
put them to sleep.
If I've the one thing that could be effective is you put a nice little appetizing bait weasel out there and spring the
now,
trap.
it's gotta be appetizing. Pops is. I look over at Pops. Pops is basically a dirty sock. I mean, if we're being honest. But that is a great idea. I mean, we could spruce them up real nice, like, and put something in there to knock those little bastards right off the toes.
Or maybe since he was so eager, maybe Aldor, walks out and in front of us with a limp or something, make like a real juicy prize for them.
I'm kind of skinny.
So a less juicy prize.
Like a beat-ups
I
chicken
think-
wing.
I
Look real
I
weak
think
like.
maybe somebody else is the bait and I sneak in.
No, you're looking real baity to me right now.
Well, yeah, if we bait all of them out, that gives you an opportunity to sneak into their place and grab his
Look,
sister.
It can't be Gorak, he's too big.
Or I must have another
somebody
loud
can
snore in the background.
Sleeping. Coffee did nothing.
I had one sip of it. It was bitter and disgusting.
Maybe I can. Is there any sort of apothecary shop? I mean, apart from the class, and like a herbal shop around here that I could buy some ingredients from. I mean, I know they're sparse out in the waste of what is.
You definitely have opportunities for purchasing things. There's the whole caravan circle. Hold on one second.
By the way, I do have an herbalism kit myself, so like
I'm thinking maybe I could whip something up to just knock them out.
Yeah.
Like, and just if I could pull that off. I mean, I might be speaking too proudly of myself. I don't know if I'm capable of such things. It's been a while since I've had to cook.
Yeah,
But
so
this isn't the
if
only
you ever
idea either.
if you ever need help with that kind of stuff, I can help. So
Duly noted.
even if it's just to give like an advantage or a better chance of creating something good. I looked into it and I was like, maybe I could use Druidcraft to kind of help make some stuff to you, but I don't think apparently it doesn't work that way, so. Because I can make like little plants appear and shit.
Yeah, let me look at the, sorry, I'm looking at the, the various vendors for you. Got mining prospecting equipment. You got magical components. We've got generic provisions. No one that actually sells Wait. There's one. Hold on. Figure out where it went. No, I would say, yeah, there's one. So yeah, responding to that question, Ansom would tell you that there is this elderly druid, old Zoya. She's out at the shrine of the old gods, just outside of the village, that potentially carries kind of herbalist supplies and whatnot. Yeah, she might have what you're looking for. She may not, but probably your best bet.
It's worth a shot. I think I might go take a stroll and visit her.
I'm a. Ansel, right?
Ansom?
Ansom?
That name triggers me.
You're gonna have to put that one in chat again. Dang it. Okay. Jesus. Fucking D&D names. Every goddamn
Oh, I
time.
had that spelled wrong.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't mind having it misspelled as long as I can look back on it and read it. Okay.
Yeah, you got Petra right. I'm assuming that sooner is better.
Preferably, yes. I mean, I would imagine they'd hold her for a little bit, but I can't be certain how long until, they get hungry.
Okay.
Well, if we're in a rush, I mean, I don't need to go.
Oh, you can. How long does it take you to whip up a little?
An hour. I think is what it says, a potion.
Might be useful to
Yeah.
have some.
I mean, it's probably gonna take like an hour just to wake up Gorax here.
He's back there sleeping.
I throw
So-
a pebble at Gorax. Try and wake him up.
So
What did I miss?
roll and tech. Yeah, I think we could spare an hour if it's something that makes us more likely to not die or succeed.
Gives me a chance to get an in with old Zoya. Maybe network a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if I come back with something, I'll whip something up. Maybe one of you boys could be my test subject, and I'll give you a taste of little Jasper special.
So with that, Ansom stands up and kind of goes around the room, shaking each of your hands, and I truly appreciate this. You're doing me a great service, and regardless of how this turns out, I thank you, and I hope you can bring my sister home safely.
As he does that, I get up, look him in the eyes, and tell him, "We'll get your sister back. I promise."
He pauses for a moment, looks you back squarely in the eye, and just kind of gives a short, curt nod. Kind of a half-hearted smile, and then sees himself out.
As soon as he leaves, I'm gonna close the door behind him, turn around and look to everybody, and go, "All right, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. we really got to get some furniture in here. Like, it's just a little awkward. We're all sitting on the ground and whatnot. I just think like a bed. Look, I'm just like a bed table over here and like a couch over here. It'd just be real nice.
Are we staying here long term?
Not even our cottage.
Yeah.
I'm just
renting it.
I'm just a homey person, okay? I'd like to leave a little bit of myself everywhere.
I don't remember how if we like paid for like a week or what. Oh, did we pay anything for this room? I honestly really forgot.
I don't know. But I mean, we'd really be doing them a favor if we left some furniture in here. I mean, it doesn't have to be nice furniture by any means.
Excuse
Maybe we
me.
can go.
Whatever. Like, hey, a percentage of what you would have made from this room could come to us for the furniture we leave in there. For any would-be renters while we're away.
Yeah, I didn't mark down what we paid.
Yeah, I mentioned how I got in my notes is that we paid for a room and we paid for food in a room. And I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a gold,
That's
right?
the extent. Yeah.
Let me double check. I have it somewhere here. Hold on.
You know, if we want furniture, maybe we can go back to the house we set on fire and see if there's anything left.
Oh, yeah.
It'll
There's
take
an
me a while,
option,
but
too.
hang on. Let me open my character sheet. I think I'm actually proficient with wood carving tools. It'll
Abandoned
take a
houses.
while, but
It is 2 gold per night.
Jeez.
And I
Yeah.
believe you guys paid for the first week.
Ah.
Okay.
Would make sense because I have 10 gold in my notes. So,
Yeah.
so you are good for another 3 days? 4 days? 4 days? Yeah.
Yep. This is our second night. Yeah.
so okay. So I am proficient with wood carver's tools, so I can start whipping us up some furniture.
Some stools. some stools that we could take with us.
Collapsible.
Oh yeah, like collapsible stools, like camping stools.
Or those wild, like, not IKEA, but the, like, Swedish space-saving crap that you see all the time.
Yeah.
Where it, like, folds out into a full dining table and then collapses into the size of a table, or into the size of a chair somehow.
It's like Murphy furniture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
add it
go
on
back
to the
to-
berry store.
Yeah. Go. I
100%
could just
gonna
carry
trust
y'all. Yeah. Go. I could carry our living room around on his back.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll turn like I'll basically like make like one of the like a if you've seen like a demon hunter, like the big gigantic casket that he carries Nezuko around in, I'll make one of those, except it'll transform into like furniture and shit. That'll
This
be
is
my
the
new
dining
backpack.
room set.
Excellent.
He over there is carrying the living room set on his back.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Okay. So if Jasper's gonna go out and speak to that
Old Zoya.
Zoya, then I'd like to, while he does that, I'd like to make my way to the merchant circle and acquire around about any. Try and subtly. Actually, what's the guy's name that we came in with? If he's still there,
Aaron Marlowe.
Yeah.
Aaron Marlowe. See if he knows anybody that's buying delirium.
Okay. Sorry, you guys got me off track there for a second.
Yeah.
As Ansom leaves, he does look towards Jasper. Jesus Christ. It looks towards Jasper and says, "You're looking a little unwell. If you do see Zoya, ask her about that as well."
It's the He noticed the explosions. That's what it is.
But yeah, so Gorak and Aldor, you can make your way to the caravan circle. Jasper, I'm assuming heading off towards Old Zoya before you guys get back together and do whatever you need. Ashwin, anything in particular for you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So we'll start with the caravan circle.
I'm going with Eldor.
Okay. As you two make your way up to the caravan court, there's a number of various caravans, wagons, canvas tents, makeshift stalls, and everything like that. There are dozens of merchants of all sorts of, sorts and shapes. A lot of them kind of keeping the same general wares, but there are a number that have kind of unique options. You do, in fact, see Aaron Marlowe set up. You recognize his wagon that is now kind of, splayed open, built out. He's got a little, like, kind of linen flag-like sign that says, Marlowe's Provisions written on it. He actually notices you as you kind of approach the marketplace. Throws up kind of a friendly wave. Good morning, friends. Faring well, I hope. Finding work.
Yeah, it's been eventful.
Good. Not too eventful, I hope. And he kind of motions back towards his stall. He's got a few wooden tables set up. And he's got jars of dried fruit, cured meats, a lot of the same kind of stuff that you guys saw on your travels in over the couple weeks that you spent with him. But this would be his stock that's out for sale now. Need food, water, got prepackaged rations, everything you need.
We might take you up on that, but I got a question for you as an old friend. Kind of lower my voice and ask, do you know who happens to be buying delirium?
There's actually a number of folks. It depends on kind of what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for just kind of cash return, he points across the circle. There's this like iron-bound stagecoach flanked by two massive flatbedded wagons. There's like stacks of leaden and steel-studded chest and like a dozen armored men all surrounding it. That's Orson Fairweather over there. He owns Fairweather Trades and Exports. He's probably the most prolific exporter of delirium here in town. Be probably your safest bet, my first recommendation. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, the Amethyst Academy is always interested in kind of researching the material. Just, again, depends on kind of what you're looking for, I suppose.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of. Is he just kind of has like rations? So.
Yeah, it's mostly foodstuffs. It does look like he's got a few barrels of like fresh water, which is another one of those unfortunate items that has to be imported in.
Yeah. My inventory here.
Man, I could destroy this entire economy if I just sat in this market.
Purify water.
Good. Purify water and Goodberry.
I have create or destroy water.
Oh, I was thinking of ways to rob the guy with delirium. I was like, he's got a dozen men. You take him.
I probably have a purify. Yeah, I have purify food and drink too. So.
Yes.
Oh, and that's a ritual.
Yeah.
So do we want to get cash for the delirium, or do we want to trade?
I'm thinking cash right now, but I want to maybe
Could be
talk to others. Do you happen to? I look around. Do you happen to know if anyone's selling health potions?
You might be able to find some of those with Aldor. He points over to a kind of another caravan. This one that he's pointing at looks kind of like your like traditional like Roma style caravan. It's just covered in gold filigree, glimmering lanterns, bright colors. There's these two huge, like, steel-colored oxen that are hitched beside it, that are, oddly enough, exhaling green fumes from their snouts. Got these kind of three lanky-looking guards that are kind of just generally patrolling around this one. But in this kind of way too small wooden chair that looks like it's about to buckle under its inhabitant is this massive, massive man. He's got to be about 7 feet tall and probably almost as wide as he is tall. He's got this masterfully tailored jet black silk kind of outfit on, frilled doublet, padded breeches, riding gloves. I mean, he's just completely done up. Fur cloak, leather or feathered cap, and everything. And he sits there, just kind of leaning back in this chair, smoking this tobacco pipe. Just kind of eyes kind of slowly wandering around the market. He goes, yeah, Aldor is pretty much the guy with the magic stuff. I believe he sells various components, probably has some potions. I think he carries spell scrolls as well. Yeah, probably I would check with him if you're looking for potions.
Well,
What about enchanted arms and armor?
Enchanted arms and armor are a little harder to come by. Usually you're gonna find Aldor might have some, but those pieces are typically going to come from within the city, so the factions are most likely going to have control of those.
Am I with these guys, or?
Yeah, if you'd like to be.
Okay. I'm actually not going to do what I was thinking of.
Yeah, so he kind of takes the hint here, and he sort of explains kind of the main kind of highlights of Caravan Court. Obviously, his cart, he's got a lot of the kind of foodstuffs, the general provisions and rations. You've got Gainsbury Expeditionary Supply Company that sells like mining and prospecting equipment. Aaron actually mentions that he sells kind of a manual on how to safely deal with delirium. Again, Fairweather Trades and Exports is going to be kind of your primary exporter of delirium itself. Specifically willing to purchase delirium in mass quantities. And then Aldor the Immense is your kind of magical items type vendor. Potentially potions, spell scrolls, the occasional magic item. Yeah, those are kind of the highlights of Caravan Court there.
Can I ask him what he sells a daily ration for?
Gosh, you gotta make me look it up. 5 times the market value. Everything is 5 times the market value.
Okay.
Daily ration. Is that
Daily ration.
1 silver? Is market value?
What is it? I thought I had rations, but apparently I don't.
Rations are
105
5
silver.
silver, so 25 silver for rations.
Jesus.
2.5
For
gold.
for 1 ration. 1 day's worth of rations.
It is only 1 day's worth. That's ridiculous. Let me double check.
Yeah.
That might be one of
That
those
is-
things where they're not very clear. Rations. Details.
I'm telling you
2
guys,
pounds?
Goodberry Cafe
Oh,
is looking more and more like a viable.
Oh yeah, I do have rations in my regular pack. That's right. I should. Yeah, the 5 silver.
Yep.
The Goodberry Cafe is looking more and more like a viable business entity.
Goodberry Cafe IKEA.
Right.
I should look for
Oh,
quality
oh.
wood here.
Good Lincolnberry.
No, it's
There we go.
No, well, IKEA said instead of the hot dogs, we sell good berries.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Like
Oh no, that's
Costco.
Costco.
Meatballs.
Meatballs is IKEA.
Yep.
Which
Yeah,
actually
Meatballs
works.
and
They're meatball Goodberries.
they do sell lingonberry juice.
Oh, good berry juice.
Oh, holy shit. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go look at this rain.
I'm gonna go grab some water.
No.
Between that and being able to ritually cast purified food and drink,
I mean,
It is coming
Me and-
down.
me and Goax can make makeshift meals out of stuff, so that's like,
And that gives you the temporary HP too.
yeah. No, doesn't it just heal you? Or was
yeah,
I?
it just gives you an HP. The Goodberry, or no, you're talking about the
It's a class background feature.
your background feature. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Oh yeah,
gain
no,
hit
they do
points.
regain straight hit points. I thought it was temp HP.
No.
Awesome.
Yeah, equal
Yeah,
to
no.
our level. So.
Yep.
Smallish thunderstorm passing over me right now, so if I drop out for any particular reason, that's it. But it doesn't look like it's gonna last very long. Okay. Yeah, anything to take care of while you're here at the caravans?
He mentioned that the mining place sold a manual on how to safely handle delirium.
You did, yes.
I'm gonna head over there and inquire about that.
Okay. So you walk up to this caravan. It's kind of like this hodgepodge, loaded high with boxes and barrels of goods. On a small table, you see like samples of climbing gear, kind of the expeditionary type stuff. Climbing gear, cartographer's instruments, leather gloves, mining picks, all that kind of stuff. There's this bespectacled, tall yet lanky individual standing in front of the table. As you approach, he kind of gives out his normal bark. He's like, I guarantee you won't survive long in Drakkenheim without a good rope and a full lantern. You better buy them while I've got supplies. And as you approach closer, he kind of pulls back from the trying to catch your attention and, morning, my name's Armin Gainsbury. What can I do for you today?
I heard you sold a guide on how to safely handle delirium.
Ah, I do. As a matter of fact, I see you've heard good things. Yes. He kind of roots around on the table. He's got a stack of like these documents. It's this kind of pamphlet-looking thing. He holds it out. Tons of wonderful information in here. For the cost of 1 gold, could save you an arm, or the addition of an extra arm.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's like being truthful? That's actually like helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. He's an awkward individual, but he doesn't seem like he's trying to oversell anything.
Okay. I'll pay the 1 gold. I'll buy it off him.
Okay. You hand him the gold coin. He happily hands you this pamphlet and kind of places it like firmly in your hand, pats it down with his own hand, and says, "Stay safe. Anything else I can get for you while you're here?"
No, I'm good, but thank you.
Okay.
I just kind of turn away and start browsing the pamphlet, see if there's anything.
As you start kind of flipping through the pamphlet, go ahead and give me. Oh, let's make it. Jeez. Let's make it a survival check.
Okay.
You start flipping through this pamphlet, and this is the most like long-winded, hyperbolic document you have ever read. It's probably 5 pages long and 4 pages longer than it needs to be. But the information seems legit. Rather long-winded and overly detailed, but from what you can tell in your experience thus far, reasonably accurate.
Okay. Does it like specifically tell me anything that like I wouldn't know already about? Like,
yeah, and
safely?
I'll share that with you here when I get the chance to kind of copy paste.
Okay.
Nothing that's going to be like you're not missing anything that's going to be detrimental to.
I just don't want to accidentally contaminate myself.
So we all missed it. I missed this one, so I'm not gonna retcon it. Delirium is actually, I can probably just copy and paste this section. This is gonna be janky looking because it's gonna have line breaks in it, but I will drop it into the fact channel Give me 2 seconds. I'll try to pull the line breaks out. Hmm.
You can look across the caravan court and Jasper's just holding the baby. He's on his own little side quest.
The old is ironic. It's actually very young.
Oh, I thought I recognized you guys. I was looking for old Zoya and I lost my way. I found this here baby.
The big thing that you guys would have missed is that you don't want to handle delirium without gloves.
I very specifically said I picked it up with gloves.
Oh, okay. So you're good.
I remember making that comment that I was like,
So I just rejoined the group with the baby in arms.
Yeah, we'll get to your thing with Zoya here in a second. There we go.
yeah, I don't have anything else I want to do.
That's your pamphlet. Okay.
If I'm in the courtyard, could I maybe talk to that mining crew? Well,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would imagine you guys all kind of left at the same time, and you would have had to make your way through the caravan court on your way to the shrine. So, yeah, if there's something you want to tackle while you're there.
No, this is just for contingency cases, but I'm gonna go talk to them there miners and see if maybe we can find some sort of dynamite to blow those bastards out of the little hole if it ever comes to it. A little surprise for this.
Okay. Armin is, a little taken aback by your colorful personality. I'm sorry, I don't carry explosives. Not something you want to really mess with around delirium. So he just kind of has this deeply concerned look on his face. Like Drakkenheim Part 2. But yeah, unless anybody else has anything specific in the caravan, we will take Jasper over to the Shrine of the Old Gods to meet with old Zoya.
No, I'm good.
Okay. As you make your way kind of outside of town, beyond the Red Lion Hotel and out to the outskirts, you kind of find this break in the terrain where you see these 7 standing stones that comprise this shrine. There's this they're surrounded by this small grove of dying trees. Inscribed on each of the stones are various kind of runic characters. Between them is this stone pedestal that's adorned with a variety of like animal bones, plant cuttings, and half-used candles. A little bit down the path, this kind of dirt path from the shrine, is this crude-looking old hut, and you can see smoke billowing from a hole in this thatched roof chimney. And Jasper, you immediately notice the scent of dried and burning herbs.
Oh, no, if that ain't the closest scent to home if I've ever smelled one. Boys, I think we're in the right place here. And I kind of quicken pace to get to the building. I give a gentle knock on the door if it's closed.
It is. You hear from inside. This kind of matronly voice. Just a moment. Some shuffling around, and eventually the wooden door creaks open, and you are kind of bombarded with the smell of these various herbs. Like I said, both dried and some burning. There's that kind of haze of like incense-like haze just kind of permeates the interior of this hut. And this kind of wild-looking elderly woman steps out. Kind of frazzled gray hair. She's got this like crown of like thorns and flowers. Nothing super crazy, just a delicate little like hairpiece, essentially. Gentle looking individual, but she's got this scowl on her face. What can I do for you? Why are you here?
I will have like made myself look presentable and like kind of clean myself up. Well, I'm sorry to bother you on such a pleasant day, but I was just wondering if you could maybe answer some questions about some herbs. I know they're pretty scarce in today's world. Or
Scarce.
This here week.
Scarce, yes, but not if you know where to find them. What information are you looking for?
You wouldn't happen to have any sort of narcotics, would you? Anything to put something to sleep? Give it a nice little slumber? Or at least point me in the direction of to where I could find such an herb.
Look, I don't know what the people of the town have told you about me, but I am not a witch. Okay,
I have no insinuation on my behalf of calling you a witch. I mean, yeah, listen, just because you like the herbs and the spices and you're attuned with nature means nothing of the sort.
Well, I'm glad we can agree upon that.
Oh, absolutely. I think you would find that you and I have a lot in common. I also respect the plants and the herbs around me and see their potential for more than what they are.
Very well. What can I do for you?
Oh, I was just wondering if I could be pointed in the direction of such an herb that would eat
Yes, you said that. I don't have anything here, and you'd have to travel quite a ways to find something of that caliber. And she kind of looks at you. She takes note of the marks on your arms.
I was to say I'm scratching, like I'm itching.
You're a bit addled, aren't you? Have you been into the town? Have you been into the city?
Oh yes, we frequently go. Or it's becoming something of a habit recently.
Yeah, well, I see you have a habit for carelessness as well. Yeah, so many of your type do. I can't help you with the herbs, but I can at least help you with that.
Well, if you would kindly, I would love to learn how to soothe such.
I have no time for teaching, but I can at least take care of your affliction.
Well, if there ever is a time for teaching, please do reach out, and I will come and learn under what would seem to be such a knowledgeable master.
Don't try to placate me. I don't appreciate it. Sit down. Sit down. And she kind of shoves you into a chair, kind of unceremoniously, and just kind of begins like picking at you and like looking over your skin. She's even like parting your hair and looking at your scalp, kind of, you know, tutting her way through her examination of you, and eventually she steps back and, yes, you've been into the city. You are... Shush! I'm trying to help you. You are suffering from delirium contamination. This is serious, and you should take care of it immediately.
How would I do so?
Well, for a small fee, I can take care of the situation right now.
Teach a man to fish and he'll never need to fish. I see why you're not in the need to teach. All right, what's this fee?
He sighs kind of heavily. 150 gold pieces to cover the material components.
Well, golly. I almost immediately stand up as soon as she said 100.
I'm willing to work in trade as well. I take payment in coin, gems, relics, whatever you have. But you should take care of this.
Well, ma'am, rest assured I will. If your intuition is as strong as I think it is, and I do think it is, you gathered that I am a adequate person who could handle myself in the arts of brewing. So I will fix this ailment myself. If you won't help me, I'll do it myself, and I'll learn how to treat it in my own.
And at this point, you are deadlocked in this like ornery versus ornery kind of situation, and she's not by any means rude. It's just that like that old cranky grandma vibe, and you know, when she realizes you don't either A, have the money or you're not willing to pay, she just starts like ushering you out of the house, and she's got like a bundle of like some herb, sage or something like that, and she's just kind of gently like whacking you on the back as she like scoots you all out of the house. When you come back, when you have the money, come back and I'll take care of this for you. And as you leave the house, you'll have noticed while you were inside, she does have like what you would be familiar with. There's racks of like vials and potions and stuff up on the wall, so she's clearly got kind of potential supplies for you. But as you are quickly coming to learn, aid and help does not come cheaply in Drakkenheim.
As soon as we get outside and she like kind of closes the door, I look over to the group and I tell them, she doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna be her apprentice. That's my future master right there.
I wish you good luck with that.
It is my goal to learn from that there woman and see her knowledge.
Ah.
That's about, well, if we can't put these little rat things to sleep, then I guess we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way and take them head on.
Yeah, we could do them out. I got some oil. We could set a little fire.
I can lay down
You
some
just find
grease
like
and
a narrow alleyway and funnel them one by one past me.
Right.
So yeah, sure, but what's the odds of it happening twice?
You never know.
Hey, it is a city, so
Yep.
Like,
As you are being like shooed out of the house, like there's that kind of underlying, again, grandmotherly vibe. She's cranky and ornery, but there's like that sense of compassion there. And she's like, you hear her yell as you guys scoot out of the house, "You make sure you're prepared before you go back into that damn city again."
ooh,
that's my That's my future master.
You said everything's 5 times the price of what it normally is?
Roughly, yes.
Potion of healing is 250 gold then. Jeez.
Hell yeah.
The most common goods. So you can still find potions of healing for 50 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the
So if
I'm
I-
going to use some of the 2014 prices on some of this stuff, so
If I sell the rest of my
Ah.
chips, I can get 1 potion of healing.
well, your boy can make
Then-
one a day, can he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can
See,
get
see.
one
Now this is sound. Now I'm kind of coming around to the shop.
What was the I'll go back and do it later. But like, what was the situation with like quality wood? Like,
You know, I'm gonna say that it's probably relatively easy to come by. Like, yeah, a lot of stuff here is dead, but it's not like outside of the city, things aren't really contaminated so much as like the earth is just despoiled. So like the dead trees and shit that are all around, like that's still like old growth wood, like probably really good quality, that you could make do of.
all right,
I
side
got,
quest unlocked.
I got a question for the party. Does anybody have like I'm reading the little pamphlet I got. Does anybody got any like pickaxes or hammers or shovels or stuff like that for harvesting delirium?
I
So
have
I've
a
got-
sickle.
I've got wood
That's why I was
carver's
saying we
tools.
should go to the mining place and see what they have. They might even have like some sort of explosive to, like some boom booms.
He said he didn't
Didn't you
have.
just-
He didn't have anything.
Oh,
I mean, he's got mining equipment, but he's not selling explosives. He basically told you that with the delirium in the city, that you're inviting catastrophe.
I got I got a crowbar, but the picture of it on Forge is a pickaxe. So I think it counts.
I mean, a crowbar can work as a.
The crowbar is
Can I
a
hypothetically
versatile
make, like, a
weapon
really,
tool.
really nasty
Everything.
bomb?
You've got a crowbar and you've got a companion with a hard head. I think you can make it work.
The old Gordon Freeman special.
Okay.
Alrighty. Any last minute shopping errand running?
Yeah, I guess
think it's
like the mining guy. Does he have any like shovels or like?
Yeah, he's got essentially mining, prospecting equipment. He's got kind of essentially all the work equipment, like picks, torches, tongs, navigation tools, essentially all things like survival and manual labor.
Yeah.
Just for fun and flavor, I'm gonna go.
Oh, I got a shovel too.
Just for fun and flavor, I'm gonna go try and collect some rotten eggs for the new spell I learned.
Yeah, okay.
Because it says I need rotten eggs, so I figured, oh, I'm gonna get rotten eggs.
Which one was it? The ocular necrosis?
No, stink cloud.
Oh.
Stinky cloud, yeah.
If it's not over 100 gold, you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
You've got your focus.
Several skunk cabbage leaves.
Yeah, you should be good with
Okay.
your. You have a component pouch
Oh
actually?
yeah, I've got my book. Yeah, I've got a book. An apothecary book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Golden. Two, I think actually is my focus.
Yeah, he technically acts as your focus. Not your focus, but you can cast spells through him.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's next on the agenda?
Oh, I was gonna buy like some tongs and like a sack for keeping delirium.
Okay. You would absolutely be able to find that at Gainsbury's or Armin Gainsbury's shop. Let's see.
While we're doing this, can I keep an eye out just to see if people are like paying attention to us getting stuff to get delirium? Because I don't want to like draw.
I mean,
like,
you've got Fairweather Trades and Exports, which actually has like that's the one that was had the armed guards and everything like that. He's got delirium on display.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Do we want? I'm just gonna pose this question: do we want to sell our delirium?
I just didn't want people to think that like, oh, those guys are chumps in this business. Let's go hit them for their delirium. I'm gonna keep a shifty eye out just in case.
Let's see.
I think it's a lot easier to conceal delirium chips than it is the gold, so it might be worth it to hang on to the delirium for now.
Yeah. Let
Personally, I don't think
me.
I'm gonna sell it. My delirium. I think I'll experiment with it. Because I
It's
just
an
feel like
option.
that's something Jasper would do.
Let's see.
Herbal components around here are gone and withered away. I might as well experiment with what I have. That's delirium, I guess.
So yeah, he's is gonna be essentially adventuring gear. Let's go with you looking for like a pouch or more of a backpack?
Ouch.
Pouch. Okay. The pouch will be 25 silver.
Okay. Or I
Um,
guess like how big are the delirium chips we're picking up? They're not like plate size. I'm assuming they're like
So
like
yeah,
like $half quarter size and stuff like
so
that.
there's
Right?
going to be a variety of different size, delirium that you're
Large
going to.
tortilla chip size.
So yeah, delirium chip is about a quarter pound. So 4 ounces. So yeah, probably about the size of a tortilla chip.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm just kind of looking for like a pouch.
Okay, so pouch carries a pound, like 1 pound. So yeah, 25 silver for a pouch, and then we'll say for you said tongs.
Yeah. Something to pick up the.
Those are going to be a little more pricey at 10 gold.
Well, as long as I don't have to end up like Jasper, I guess I'll pay the price.
I'm in the background itching. What's that mean?
Okay.
Make sure the pouch is like foil lined so that way like the 5G of the delirium doesn't like poison our blood.
Yeah, can I get a lead line pouch?
That's awesome. Okay. Cool. So
Possibly a helmet.
What if we set up a Faraday cage around Drakkenheim?
So it looks like the crowbar is kind of the catch-all for all of that kind of equipment. So like crowbar, mining pick, tongs, all that kind of stuff. Essentially 5 pounds and 2/10 gold. Yeah. Cool. With shopping concluded, What's next?
You guys want to head to it?
Go,
Might as well.
go
Yeah.
kill the rat people.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh shoot! I was gonna ask him.
What's up?
I was gonna. I forgot in our discussion, and like I was gonna ask him like how, like the rat people are like actual rat people,
Essentially,
or
yeah.
are they just okay? They're like rats that are like human size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look like rat, taste like people.
Yeah. Were rats without the wear.
Okay. So Sitka.
Okay. uh,
Alrighty. So with that, make your way back out to towards the city. The 2 hour roughly travel time. To put you back at the edge of the city is a little after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You are aware that the Rat's Nest Tavern is right over here.
where are you at? Okay, so where were you pointing, Jeff? I missed it. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay.
So yeah, so knowing where it's at, if you guys wanted to come in from one of the other sides, that is 100% a doable option. Making your way towards Drakkenheim, you could have, essentially come in over here. Either way, 2 hour trip on foot to Drakkenheim. And let's see, that takes us.
Like your shepherd's way?
On the way there, I'm gonna talk to my good friend Aldor here a little bit.
Yep.
So Aldor, you kind of accepted that offer real quick there.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just look, I've negotiated a lot of deals. You know, I've been, hauling people up and down the roads, in this area and some of the areas there. And I just gotta tell you, like, never accept the first offer.
Yep.
You always want to make them think you're willing to walk away.
I second that notion. It's business 101, really, if you think about it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you gotta think. If he was so eager to come to us, of all people in the first place, he was probably pretty desperate. I mean, we're the new people in town.
Yep.
He was probably willing to give us a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason you were so eager to accept it? If I may ask?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say I know something about missing siblings.
Yeah. I can relate there. I mean, for all I know, my father's dead in the city. I doubt he made it out of the meteor. I highly doubt it. Which reminds me, if any of you or us come across him, I probably cannot put him down. So one of you are gonna have to do it for me, and I will gladly pay whoever to.
Oh yeah, no, I can definitely do that for you.
I appreciate it. But you've got siblings, huh, Aldor?
I might. Kind of
Never
up in
took
the
you
air.
for a sibling type. Oh, they're all dead. Is that what you
Maybe.
said?
They might be dead. I'm not
Oh.
exactly sure at this point.
Oh, well, I hope not. Coming from somebody who's actually got a dead relative, it's not fun. I miss them. But
Yeah.
if any way I could help, I would be more than happy to.
If you see a strange elf that kind of looks like me wandering around the city, let me know.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Alrighty, as you approach the city, that kind of same kind of oppressive and depressive atmosphere kind of settles in. The sounds of wildlife give way towards kind of the wind whistling through the ruins, and again what sounds like the occasional scream carried on the wind. As you begin making your way into the sprawl, this section on the western side of the city walls, you begin using kind of the guide from Ansom to make your way towards the Rat's Nest Tavern. From where you're at, it's about a mile into the ruins here. But because of his assistance in kind of pointing out which way to go, you are able to make your search with advantage. So as you begin entering the city, what pace are we taking? So again, fast is once per hour.
It's about. You said it's about 2 miles from where we are.
It's 1 mile.
1 mile. Okay.
So normal pace is half mile per hour. Fast pace is 1 mile per hour, but then you would make your it would cancel out. You would make your checks with disadvantage at fast pace. Bless you.
Sorry.
So yeah, you can with Ansom's guidance, you can speed things up a little more safely.
Unless somebody has a different idea, I'm thinking normal pace at least.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think they might be underground still.
Yeah, I think if we go normal, and then I'll try and we'll see, I guess. I have some stuff that can help us book it out of here, or make it so we could get out of here a little bit easier.
Alrighty. Go ahead and again, your choice: investigation or survival, and you can roll with advantage. This real quick. Yeah, we'll definitely do survival for him. Alrighty. That is
double 20.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. At least I rolled it, not him. Cool. So yeah, make your way through. Kind of. Oops, I still got my ruler. kind of make it here to this intersection here with no issues. Still got kind of that daylight kind of helping you guide along the way. Go ahead and we will make our second check. Again with advantage.
Good thing for the advantage.
Oh, nice. There we go. Nice
Alrighty.
roll, Jasper. Good job.
Yeah, good thing we had advantage because I would have won with my first dice.
All right. And with that, you actually make your way successfully, without issue, to the location of the Rat's Nest Tavern. As you approach, you see the tavern kind of lying on this mud-slick, rubble-strewn stretch of Scrag Lane south of Shepherd's Way, which is kind of one of the main thoroughfares into the gates. Surrounding it are these kind of ramshackle tenements and crumbling flat buildings. As Ansom described, the original tavern's been basically completely obliterated. The neighboring buildings are also kind of heavily damaged. You see like the stone foundations, piles of debris. The walls of the first floor of this building are essentially chest high. Some of the supporting timbers are kind of like splayed out. Kind of like this whole thing looks almost like a kind of a constructed rib cage that is burst open. The rooftop and the upper levels of the tavern have collapsed into what appears to be this mist-covered crater filled with rubble. Really, the only thing left that kind of indicates that you found where you are is the original tavern sign kind of jutting out obliquely from a building on the opposite side of the street. It looks like it was blasted away from the original building and is now kind of like embedded in the wall of the neighboring building. But yeah, you have this smiling, obese rat lying on a plate of food.
Ooh.
Just like in front of the tavern, like alive.
No, it's the tavern sign.
Oh, the sign. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Okay.
misunderstood you there for a second.
Yeah. But yeah, the original sign is like blasted off of the building, is now like embedded in the wall
okay.
of the building across the street.
Okay.
But yeah, you approach and kind of walking around the perimeter of the structure. Like I said, the walls are only chest high here. Inside, as you kind of make your way around, just kind of doing your cursory examination of the area, the remaining walls of the tavern and the floorboards on the ground level have all almost entirely collapsed into this massive gaping hole in the middle of the building. There's like tumbled piles of brick, burnt up cinders and shingles, splintered wood planks, support beams, all just kind of like this massive hodgepodge. Bunch of fractured, unusable furniture. The remains of like mugs, broken glasses, bits of bone and cutlery scattered everywhere. But you can see this gaping hole in the middle of what used to be the tavern drops down about 10 feet into the basement below.
I'm gonna pull Pops out of my vest pocket,
Okay.
and I'm gonna violently shake him awake, and then send him down there.
Okay.
Wake up, Pops.
Okay. So as Pops kind of goes and scouts the perimeter of this crater in the middle of the building. Go ahead and give me, again, survival or investigation, your choice, as Pops kind of scouts ahead for you.
Is this with advantage or not?
Not this time, no.
Okay.
This is just for Jasper, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay. Sorry.
Oof.
Okay. You watch as Pops kind of skirts around the edge of this crater. You can see the apprehension on him. For a weasel, a 10-foot fall is pretty steep. So he is hesitant to get too close. And so you really aren't able, even with your bond, to make out much of anything beyond what you can see from the perimeter of the building.
I'm gonna give a little whistle and send Owlie over the site.
Okay. Same. Investigation survival.
Yeah.
Just a normal roll, right?
Correct.
Nice.
Whether it's vantage or something else, you get a bit better of an idea of what you're walking into here. Kind of around the edges of this crater, you see kind of animal-like scratching gnaw marks. They're like in the bits of like broken and splintered wood where somebody might brush up against. There's like patches of coarse fur caught in the splinters. You see muddy tracks kind of going in like every direction from this building, kind of all emanating from this crater in the ground, and what appear to be piles of abnormally large rat droppings.
Oh, I think we found the toilet.
Would this be like a difficult like climb in and out?
I mean the terrain surrounding the crater itself is difficult, yes, just because of all the debris, but actually like getting down into it wouldn't be abnormally difficult, no.
Okay.
I have rope. I can make something with rope.
Well, I got a climber's kit, so if we needed to, that's what.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
a
have
10-foot drop.
grappling hook.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot drop. You guys can effectively jump down with no issue. I mean, getting out would be the challenge essentially.
It's okay. I have a grappling hook.
Okay.
Yeah, Okay, so if we decide to go in there, I could set up my climbing kit and to kind of help people get out in case we need to get out in a hurry.
That's a good
Hmm.
idea. Kind of preeminently set some pitons up or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we can climb in and out quickly.
So we'll go ahead and say you spend about 15 minutes kind of setting up your escape route, if you will, before actually making your way down into the what is effectively the basement below. And as you drop down into this basement, you can see that the walls of the basement, with a bit of kind of hazy sunlight that's coming in from the hole above you, the walls are scorched and blackened. There's more kind of rubble and debris throughout, and in the middle of the basement is this like muddy crater. Like the crater just kind of continues into the basement. It's about 15 feet wide and 5 feet deep, and there's this kind of residual glimmer of like this octarine light kind of twinkling from within. So like if you can imagine like those like kind of where light kind of catches the flecks of quartz in a wall, you've got that, but it's that kind of more of that magical octarine light, the kind of purpley green, kind of traditionally magical light.
Jackpot. I walk towards that.
Yeah, you walk towards the crater in the middle of the room, and go ahead and give me a. Let's see. Is anyone proficient with mason's tools or stoneworking? I don't think so, right?
No.
Go ahead and give me, again, survival investigation, your choice.
Oh. Whatever. I don't know if that went. I should.
Yeah, I see all 4 rolls. Okay. As you guys approach the, crater, that's the word I was looking for. As you approach the crater, you can see again like those glimmers of that kind of octarine light. Down inside the crater, there is like a rocky divot about a foot wide just off the center of the crater, as if a large hunk of rock was dug out and excavated. And you can see that there are like these drag marks and muddy tracks and clawed footprints that kind of indicate that something heavy was removed from the crater and drug out through this kind of breach in the wall to the west side of the basement. However, you do also manage to find 2 delirium chips embedded in that little divot as well.
I point down there and notify those who aren't looking in the hole of the delirium chips.
Maybe it was like a really big chunk of delirium that got hauled out.
Yeah.
Who would like the delirium chips?
I'll take one for research purposes. I'm gonna gather some more while I can before I actually conduct any research.
Yeah, you've got 4 now. Who would like the other one?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at this guy role playing a rogue.
So, okay.
But yeah, you see those drag marks and you know the kind of that residual little bit of delirium that you uncover, and I will assume now that you have your pamphlet that you guys handle this stuff safely, within reason. But yeah, through the western wall is like this muddy passage. It's about 8 feet wide. It's tunneled down steeply about 10 feet before it veers off sharply to where you can't really see beyond the turn. But yeah, it appears to be relatively freshly dug.
I mean, that's probably good news if we're
Is
looking for
Pops
someone
down here with
who's
us?
still alive.
I would imagine you brought him down here with you, yeah.
I'm gonna send him down that hall. Sneak stealthily.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for Pops. Just off your own. Okay.
Isn't that? It was a natural one.
You watch Pops make his way towards the edge. He gets about kind of 3 feet into this tunnel, where it starts to kind of drop down sharply, and you watch him almost immediately lose his footing in the mud, and he goes sliding down this tunnel like it's a slide at a water park. And you hear him yelp. You get that kind of through your bond with him. You get that rush of adrenaline and shock, surprise, and fear. And I'm assuming as you send him out, you're kind of watching through his eyes or whatever. But you see the passage open up into a larger chamber, beyond, probably about 40 or 50 feet down, this winding passage. And then just as this chamber kind of comes into view, Pops drops. And everything kind of goes substantially darker. You hear through Pops's ears, you hear kind of this angry chittering noise, and then Pops is gone.
Well, I don't want to burst anybody's bubbles, but action lies at the end of that there tunnel. About 40 feet down, and then it's a pretty big chamber, and there's some angry critters on the other side of it.
Ones that heard the yelp by a ferret.
Yep. Yeah, Pops is missing again, if you will. I can't find him.
We wait for just like a half minute and just kind of see if we can hear anything kind of beginning to rise. Like I'm kind of thinking like, you know, goblins in the mines of Moria. Can we start hearing drums in the deep kind of situation?
There's no drums in the deep, but go ahead and give me a perception check.
All of us or just him?
Whoever would like to.
Alright, I'll do that.
Please, someone else.
Yeah, I'm going.
Gorak, all you can hear is Jasper's heavy breathing right next to you. The shock and surprise of him dealing with Pops just vanishing from this plane of existence again. The rest of you, you can hear quiet voices kind of echoing through the tunnel, but nothing that indicates that Pops was noticed in his short trip.
Well, I say we go down there. I mean, this is what we came for.
I'm just gonna hold up my hand a little bit and just be like, whistle again and send Owlie down the tunnel.
Okay.
You and your owl constantly showing me my weasel.
So it's going to be a little challenging. The tunnel is only about 4.5 feet tall. You will have to crouch, making your way through the tunnel. And I don't know how easily Owlie would be able to fly through there, in all honesty.
How big is Owlie again?
I mean, he's an owl, right?
Yeah. Tiny. He is tiny.
Wingspan of an owl ranges from 1 to 6 feet.
I need probably like 3 feet max.
Say barn owl. Yeah, barn owl's about 3 feet. He can make it. It's gonna be a tight fit.
Look, all I'm saying.
Yeah. Owlie makes his way through the passage. Similar kind of, you see the similar kind of sight that Jasper would have seen through Pops's eyes. As he hits the end of the tunnel, it opens into again a much broader chamber that actually has some light. There's some like torches and things lit in this chamber. The chamber itself opens up to about 8 to 10 feet tall.
Okay.
And there's no sign of what happened to Pops, but there are at least a half a dozen of what appear to be these rattling creatures in this chamber, who do immediately see Owlie as he flies in, and all turn towards him.
Fly Owlie back here, and let's murder
Yeah.
corridor them.
Yeah. I bring Allie back.
Okay. You bring Allie back, and you watch two of these creatures kind of peel off as Allie makes his kind of wide arcing turn and back into the tunnel. A few seconds later, you do see two of these creatures. Oh my gosh, it doesn't let me travel through the walls. I don't know what changed in the new version, but it's driving me nuts. I have to move them all separately.
If we know they're coming, can I like ready an action to shoot them with my bow as they come around the corner?
Yes.
Ready in action to throw a hand axe.
Okay.
You ready a cantrip?
It requires yes, but it requires concentration.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay. As they
go on what then?
It's all good. As they come around the corner, we'll go ahead and we will have you go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait, can I ready a first level spell or just a cantrip?
You can ready a first level spell as well. Again, just requires concentration.
Did my roll not go through?
It did. I did not see it. No.
Oh. They just. Huh. I thought I rolled. Okay, let's try that again. Okay.
They're rolling again.
All right. Go ahead and whatever you would like to do.
Okay, I was ready to throw the hand axe, so here goes the hand axe. I'm gonna assume that doesn't hit.
It does not. All right. We will skip forward to Jasper.
I will cast Grease.
So it should give you the option to place the template. So go ahead and do that.
Can I cast it as level 1 or? It's because it says cast at level 2.
I mean, you can upcast it, yeah, but yes, you can cast it at level 1. You just have to change the drop down to level 1. Why do you have
says
no?
0 slots.
Oh, that's right, because your apothecary slots are not leveled, so everything casts at max level for you.
Oh, he's like warlock. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Got a revolver for spell slots.
That's fine. That works.
So yeah, so click on the measured template in the chat window there.
First measure template. Got it.
I will roll a dex save.
Ooh.
Okay, they both save. For now. Alrighty. Ashwin, go ahead.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to light a torch and throw it at the grease.
Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty. Let's do that. Oh, you know what? You roll the 1d4 because it's your damage. Much better. Okay, so these two each take 3 fire damage as the grease around them ignites. Okay. Whoops, sorry. Aldor.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and hit the target first. There we go. At the one in front. Does 11 hit?
It does not.
Oh. Okay, that's all.
Alrighty.
Ready? Yeah.
And so that brings us back to Gorak.
Alright, I'm gonna run on up here, and I'm gonna take a swing.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this something I can see?
It is, yes. It is the slick, muddy, downhill terrain.
Gotcha. Okay, I have advantage on this then from danger sense.
Okay.
There we go. Oh.
Alrighty. You step forward and unfortunately go careening forward, similar to Pops, sliding uncontrollably. We're gonna actually we'll leave you right there. You're going to be prone. You'll have hit the first guy in front of you. Go ahead and roll me a 1d6 for bludgeoning damage.
Sure, why not?
Okay. 2 bludgeoning damage. Alright. That is 1 dead rat character. As you just slam bodily into this thing. Yeah, you are currently prone where you're at.
Can I use the rest of my movement to stand up then?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, so I go ahead and do that, and I will just menacingly stare down the other one in the fire.
Okay. Okay.
Ready to swing if he approaches me.
Now this guy runs up. Do you have a new, like, sentinel ability? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't, but I hadn't taken an action that turn, so I figured
Yeah, go ahead.
that I would just ready an action to swing.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
That'll hit.
Where's the...
Alrighty. And that is another dead rat. Which leaves you standing in front of this burning patch of muddy grease as it kind of flickers out and fizzles out and burns out in front of you. Gorak, at this point, you realize just how treacherous this little tunnel is.
I call out to the other folks and let them know.
Okay.
I think he said to go, and then I just jumped out.
Stop putting templates. That might have actually been me. Because you need to select your select token tool up in the top left. But yeah, Jasper, go ahead and give me a Dex saving throw.
Okay, wait. How do I do the saving throws again?
Up at the top of your sheet, you will have, or top right of your sheet, you have your saving throws on the main page.
You just click on the name.
Yeah, just click on Dex.
Oh, okay. Oof.
Oh boy.
All
Stand
right.
here and attempt to try to prevent people from water sliding.
Yeah, Gorak, give me a Dex save to try to grab him. All right, you immediately do exactly what Gorak did. Your feet slip out from under you. You are on your way to joining Pops for all you know, and Gorak manages to grab you at the last second, keeping you upright and stable. Ashwin and Aldor.
You want Dex saves?
It depends on what you're doing here.
I'm gonna carefully fall behind them. Yeah. So if I'm
All right. Yeah. At this point, you are aware of this slip here, and you can kind of carefully pick your way through as if it were difficult terrain. So yeah.
How far down there was it when the alley went?
It is. I will measure.
Like 40 feet, I think. That's what he said.
It's about 45 feet from where you guys are at. But yeah, you can.
I'm gonna baseball slide headfirst down this.
Seriously?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
I like that man's enthusiasm.
Okay, Ashwin, you go sliding down this tunnel, and as you make your way through, belly sliding your whole way, you see what appears to be a kind of cloth tarp laid out in front of you. However, as you hit this tarp, it collapses beneath your weight, and you find yourself. Go ahead.
I don't have a chance to bonus action, do I?
No, this was going to be more of a dexterity type thing here.
Cool.
You go sliding through this tarp, landing at the bottom, and as you hit the spiked floor of this hole, you are going to take 4 piercing damage from the spikes and 1 bludgeoning damage from the fall. And you are now
Oops. Oh, that's not right.
about 10 feet down in this hole. And as you catch your bearings, you are now privy to the angry screeching noise that Pops heard. As this swarm of actual rats begins nipping at you. You manage to kind of scuttle out of the way initially, dodging them, but you are down at the end of down at the bottom of this tunnel, or this pit.
Christ, I hate swarms.
Can I we in initiative now?
Sort of, kind of. You are.
What's it like down there?
Awesome.
As you fall into the pit, obviously you see the remaining rat creatures watch you go careening into this hole. So yeah, actually with that, you are going to be in initiative. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Everyone or just
Everyone at this point, yeah.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's not good.
Nice.
Alrighty. That is some bright fucking lightning. Let's see here. Yeah. This one is going to, now that you are in the hole here,
Falling in the pit.
he is going to...
Fall in the pit with me?
No. He is going to... so he's going to make an attack roll against you. You watch him kind of reach into this, like... He's got this loincloth thing on with a pouch. He reaches into the pouch and pulls out a vial. Come on. There we go. Tosses this vial down at you. Somehow misses. Despite what is effectively a free shot.
The rats?
Oh, sorry. It's not an attack roll. I need a... Jesus, you're prone. I need a dex save from you, Ashwin.
I'm assuming I had disadvantage
Yes.
because I'm prone. That's not bad. Probably not good enough, but not bad.
So 10. So you don't quite dodge this as this vial drops down on you and cracks open. You are going to take 4 fire damage, and you are now burning.
Fun. Guys, I'm tanking this.
How many are down there with you right now?
Rats and like 5 others.
Okay. I'm gonna try something really cool.
You
Alrighty.
gonna slide down with me?
Jasper, you are in
really
difficult
cool.
terrain.
Ooh, okay. I am going to move forward to my companion. 10 feet.
You're gonna have to waypoint it coming through the tunnel.
Oh. There we go.
That is all of your movement.
And then
So he's down about 10 feet below you in this pit.
let's see here. Oh, you lied. It sucks down here. I am going to take a good look at my friend and see that he is in a bit of a sticky situation.
Because he's on sticks.
God damn it.
I will cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
So how do I? So I select him.
Target him, yep. Mouse over hit T, so that he's actually targeted. There you go. And then click the healing button.
And then roll.
Click the healing button in the chat window.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I suppose you're a.
Gotcha,
Mhm.
buddy.
All right.
Thank you. I will mark you down as only a -1 now in
I
my
was just gonna
ledger.
say, consider us paid.
Nah, I did it twice, so.
And as for bonus actions, I don't suppose I could really do much else. So that'll
Yeah.
conclude my turn.
Okay. Holy shit. That was like right on top of me. Sorry, 1 second. Let me make sure my house is not about to get blown away. No? Okay.
Oh yeah, Ashton, I got you back up to full health.
Ready.
I think that might be all for my spell slot.
Alrighty. What's this guy got on? Alright. This guy is going to turn towards Jasper, and he is going to pull out what looks like a simple sling, and fire a pellet at your forehead. And he misses you, just barely. As you hear this pink as this kind of stone bounces off the wall next to you.
What in tarnation?
But you watch as they all start kind of doing this to you. Yeah. Okay. That one does hit. You kind of dodge. You shocked by the first one and get hit by the rebound from the second rattling for 3 damage. Alrighty.
They can use tools.
Okay. Question, Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a feel now for like how the mud works, right?
Yep. I was gonna give it to you. Go for it.
Hell yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and rage.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
I'm gonna let out a bellow, and I'm going to try to, like, basically slide on my feet down this mudslide here,
Okay.
trying to land on my feet at the drop there.
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself your full movement.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
fuck yeah.
we'll negate the difficult terrain for you.
So 10 feet, 20 feet. $30 feet. Okay. And then rage is my bonus action. So I will just go ahead at this point and throw my hand axe then at this guy over here.
It's a hit. Nice. Good clean hit. Which takes him out in one shot.
Nice.
Alright, and that will end my turn.
Okay. Seeing everybody else do it, can I try and imitate him and slide down on my feet?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dex save.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to Legolas your way down this tunnel. You have your full movement.
Nice.
Okay, 15, 30.
So the swarm of rats is down in the pit.
Okay.
yeah.
I can't see anybody else.
Not currently.
Can I use my bonus action dash and keep sliding
Sure
and
can.
cast them?
Yeah, you can get up this way.
Okay. Slide up here. Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna target that guy there and shoot him with my short bow. I assume 24 hits.
It does, yes.
4, and then I did have advantage, so I don't get my sneak attack. No. Alright.
That's all you needed, though.
It's dead? Okay. Well, that ends my turn.
Alrighty. Let's see how we're gonna do this. This one is going to make his way up. God damn it. Turns towards Aldor. This one actually has a crossbow.
They can use better tools.
That is a 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That is going to be 6 damage to Aldor.
Okay.
And then he is going to actually disengage backwards out of sight. This one is going to step forward at least 1 space. He's going to step forward 2 spaces. Oh, bummer. That doesn't do much for him. Uh. Yeah, he is going to actually attempt to bum rush Aldor here. And he's gonna run up and he's gonna start biting your ankles. But you're a nimble little elf.
You're nimble.
Okay, Ashwin, you are prone and burning, and you have a swarm of rats crawling all over you.
It's just one of those days.
Uh,
Well, health.
Actually, they should
wild
have.
shape time.
Hold on. How much fire damage did you take? 4. So I need to apply that to the rats down there too, because they also took it. Okay. All right. Wild shape time.
Wild shape. Form of a lion.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yep.
Yes, you can.
And then I get 9 temporary hit points.
Okay.
How do I just type it in there? It doesn't seem okay.
Forget how,
yeah,
how did we?
It's showing up there. Okay. My first action is going to be to attempt to climb out of this hole.
So hold on one second. Let me get you a lion real quick, so that you can actually do this.
I'm Moon Druid, so I can now use CR1 rather than.
Ah.
Very nice.
So-
Lion. We are going to wild shape you into a lion. Wild shape. Transform.
It's a big
Fucking
lion.
hell. He's a huge lion. Yeah.
The Chimera.
As along plans.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check, Mr. Lion.
Okay.
Is the lion really a large creature?
Yes, he is.
It technically is, I guess. I didn't realize that.
That's
it's not
amazing.
Let's see.
It hops right out.
I'm trying to figure out what I use. I think I just use.
Yeah, so if you
Lion?
actually, if you go into...
God, I read these rules like 7 times.
Go into the Players tab. There's actually a Ashwin Trailfinder Lion now. You can pull up his character sheet.
Okay.
It makes all the adjustments for you.
Oh, there it is.
There's gonna be so many character sheets by the end of this campaign.
There really are,
Well,
yeah.
I
gotta
can
love
only have
druids.
4 at a time, so if you want to, you can delete them. You said athletics?
Yes. You come scrabbling out of this hole. You are no longer
Jesus
prone.
Christ.
So that is...
It's a 50-foot walk speed, so I would have went down to 25 to get out of the hole. Or to get out of prone.
And then 10 feet, so you have 15 left.
Giant lion.
Good God.
Takes one step.
One step and that's good God.
Okay, I move up to these guys.
Okay.
Actually, I can still hit the one in front of him.
Yeah,
can't
you
I?
can still hit him, yeah.
I'm gonna hit the. I'm gonna go after this other one here,
Okay.
the one by Aldor, because that gives me advantage.
Okay.
Because I have. So I'm gonna use multi-attack.
Of course you get multi-attack.
Just, yeah.
21 hits.
Okay. Go to find that chat box. Okay. And then it's a 1d8 plus 3. It's not giving me the attack.
It's
thing,
it's in the
that's fine.
it's in the chat window.
Yeah.
Not for me. Oh, there it is. Look up. Duh. 7. And then we'll do that again.
He did.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then ignore that roll.
I mean,
target.
it's the same AC.
Well,
so...
because it doesn't give me pack tactics, so I wouldn't have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm attacking the far one now, and my first was a 2, so 2 plus 5 is 7.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay. And then I will end my turn as a lion.
This fucking pack of rats is still down at the bottom of the pit. I am going to remove it from initiative. That brings us to the ratling that is in front of you now. He is going to take... He's also going to multi-attack.
Oh!
And he is going to swing at you with his little short sword. Misses with the first.
Technically, my lion AC is it's a 13 plus my wisdom.
Okay,
So it's 16 right now.
sounds good. Fuck
Not,
me.
not that that matters.
No. Let's see.
I'm going to cast Poison Needle on this guy.
Alright, I adjusted your AC moving forward.
Yeah, that's a moon druid thing. I can take the
Yeah.
higher of the beast AC versus 13 plus wisdom.
Yeah, just let me know in the
Yeah.
for
I'll
future
make
ones
sure.
and I'll adjust it.
Yeah. And if I forget, you get a hit. So
Poison Needle.
either way.
That hits.
Alright.
Damn, son.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh, I'm not seeing your guys' rolls anymore. Interesting.
I
Alrighty.
saw it. That's weird. Shows up for me.
Probably just something with mine.
Alrighty. This guy is going to once again fire his sling at Jasper. Misses again.
Question to clean too.
Oh, Gorak. What
Right.
do you have planned?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Could take a bonus action or... okay, so... Actually, hang on, 5, 10... Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. Alright. So we'll move over here. We will target this guy and swing.
Smell a cleave coming on.
Oh, absolutely.
A hit.
Oh,
4 damage. Alrighty. You hit this smaller of the two rats, and he just kind of just takes it like a champ, but he's not feeling too hot.
So I'll go ahead and I didn't declare the contaminated fury. Can
Hold
I
on.
do contaminated fury on my cleave?
I'll need to read it, but we'll see. I forgot to turn your rage on. Sorry. You're raging now.
Yeah, I'm raging now.
So you should have. That should have been
So
an
it's
extra.
it's once per turn.
No, I'm just saying you should have got an extra couple hit points out of that, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
2 extra, right?
Let me look. Stop that. No, I don't think so actually.
No added damage. Okay. Okay. Either way, you're raging.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, rage got a little bit of a nerf, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the guy upwards.
Okay.
Can I apply my contaminated fury to my cleave?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's
Cool.
still part of the attack, so.
Assuming I actually hit the dude, that's the thing.
And you do.
So let's see. So I need the damage for the great axe and then damage for the fury.
Jesus. That was just enough to take him down.
Hell yeah.
There are 2 of the slightly bigger rats in here. The only one remaining is the little guy. Who does not look... Or you got you got 1 big guy and you got 1 little guy.
Okay,
The little guy is not looking good right now.
Okay. Gonna run over to the guy that shot me.
Okay.
And stab at him. So short sword.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Damage. 6. Then I'm
Did I
gonna.
just do it to you? Did I just do the damage to you?
Oh, you know what? I forgot to target him again. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So.
good. No, I don't think I did the damage to you.
No, I had that damage was from the last turn.
Okay. Yep. No, I did apply it properly.
Okay. Okay, I got him targeted right now. And then I roll with advantage on my dagger.
That will absolutely hit.
No one. 1 damage, and then my sneak attack on that one, because I had advantage.
Okay.
5 damage. Want to do something else. Nope, that will end my turn. I'll stay up here with him.
Okay. He's gonna turn towards you. He's gonna pull out his short sword. He doesn't get sneak attack, unfortunately. He's gonna miss on the first strike. Does hit on the second strike. 19. Come on. Couldn't you give me an extra?
One more number. There's
Ah.
3 damage. Okay. And then he is going to be an idiot and stay right there.
I won't move that far. There's a guy right in front of Gorak, but I can't see him for some reason.
Funny, I can
Right.
see him.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hold on 1 second.
Maybe because
And
the
that
lion doesn't have dark vision.
Lion does have dark vision.
Does he?
Yeah. Let me make sure your dark vision is actually turned on. It is not. That's why. It didn't create your token with dark vision. There you go.
Ah. I am going to target the guy in front of Gorak there.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Pat Tactics. And Rend. It's not rolling.
It's rolling. You hit both times.
Oh.
You've hit all 3 times.
Okay, it is. It's not showing up for me.
Okay. I'll have to figure out what's going on there. But yeah, you hit.
Okay, I just rolled damage. Let me know when that comes through.
Max dice damage.
Oh, nice.
He's dead.
Okay. Let's assume I just attacked him the once then.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I will I will scurry over. And I just can't fit in this fight. I guess it's 50 feet. So
You
that's
gotta get
my
a
max.
different texture for this fucking turn marker.
And I will attempt to rend again.
Okay.
Pack tactics. I'm not seeing it come through on my
Yeah,
end.
it's a
so we
hit.
have to- Okay. Yeah, and I'm not seeing that come.
That was 6 damage.
Okay. Then I will end my turn as Ashwin the lion.
Ashwin the lion. Jasper will try to make his way. What's my movement? Is 30. And I'm going to target this guy and give him a nice big fireball to the face. Or not fireball, but fireball.
Oops.
Won't be the first time I've seen that in D&D. Fireball at point blank range.
Oof. That was a nat 1. Girl. So wait, on a hit, target takes 1d10 fire damage. So it didn't hit. So
Yeah, no, you didn't hit at all. No.
then that'll be my turn.
He's got just enough.
Just enough.
The bloodthirst. Oh.
Let's go.
Oh.
Just for
One dead
S's and
rat.
G's, I'm gonna contaminate Fury on this as well. I'm pissed.
It's the definition of overkill, ladies and gentlemen.
So does 27 kill him?
Yes, it does.
Good job.
Like this angry purple like energy just erupting from my veins and just exploding into this necrotic ooze. Just absolutely obliterating this fucker.
So they added a new feature with the most recent build. I can create a combat playlist, and when we enter combat, it automatically pauses whatever music I have going, plays a random song from the combat playlist, and then starts the other music back up.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Just the little things, you know.
I need to
like
get smart on Foundry from the DM side.
But yeah.
So, by the way, did I take any burning damage? Was I still burning? Should I take...
You were. Shit. Effects. Burning.
So it was the lion on fire. That
You
was
know
running
what?
around.
You would have negated it because you actually extinguish it by being prone. So you would have taken an additional 1d4. So let me... But then, yeah, it would have gone out by then. So yeah, you would have taken an extra 3 damage. But yeah, we'll say that being prone and then transforming into the lion would have absolutely put it out. So, but yeah, find yourself in this dank, disgusting chamber. You can, you've dealt with these initial rattlings here. You just trudging through this mucky, kind of muddy, earthen warren den, whatever you want to call it. It is relatively disgusting. Just like you saw up top, I mean, there's just rat droppings kind of strewn about. It is damp, musky smelling. I mean, you get the smell of like wet animal fur just kind of oozing out of the pores of the walls of this chamber. But yeah, you have found yourself in the home of these ratlings beneath the Rat's Nest Tavern, aptly named, and we will pick it up there next time.
Alrighty.
Just before we end, can I have Ashwin Lion turn back to the guys and just be like, he speaks in common and he's just like, "Don't worry, guys, it's me, Ashwin."
Don't worry, it's me.
Don't worry, it's me.
Jasper's still looking in the hole. I saw him fall down here in the hole. He came down here, and then the lion came.
You just saw your druid fall in a hole and then pop out, and then a lion popped out.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't worry, it's me." Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the first time Ashwin's transformed in front of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I just pictured Jasper looking in the bottom of the hole, like, "No, I swear he's in here, guys. Don't listen to him."
With the druid that can transform into a CR1 and the snake oil salesman, I cannot wait to see what Meg comes up with.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get with old.
It didn't really. Yeah.
Learn her stuff. See
Yeah.
what she's got going on. See what she could teach me in the ways of delirium.
Yeah. But if you can win her over, she sounds like she's pretty unwinnable right now.
Bruno.
She's got that heart of gold tucked behind the stony exterior.
She's an Italian grandma, is what she is.
Okay. we'll add a pharmacy to the store too.
uh,
We can add traveling circus to my business ideas.
the amazing talking lion.
Yeah.
We'll keep all the supplies in like
Mm.
a super foldable, transportable, like containers and stuff. All of our furniture will be Murphy.
Things we will get into.
The Goodberry Cafe and the with the side attraction of exotic animals.
You ever have a lion serve you a good berry?
Here's your sales pitch.
Uh,
All right, gents. You guys have a good one.
Can I?
yeah, it,
man.
Everyone, have a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for running, Jeffrey.
Yeah, absolutely.
have fun. All right, good night.